So this is the difference between a snag and a a fish. This is definitely a snag. Good thing with braid, you can tell the difference. So today was a case of trying to find the right lure, really, chopping and changing. Usually have about 5 casts with one lure, and if I don't have a follow or see a fish, it's on to the next lure just to see what the fish are feeding on. Certainly been finicky. We'll give the spitting wire a go, another surface lure. Look at this lovely oxygenated water here. Do like it when the waves hit the rocks. Good time for a sinking lure like a zonk. Just prop it in, watch it drop down. It's pretty much the case for these bigger tides. Conditions were perfect. Trying a few. This is the ZURI. This is a crystal minnow ZURI. Got every faith in this lure. If you've been following us, obviously we caught some fish with it earlier on in the week, or last week now. This one's a shallow diver. Like most of my lures, it's a shallow diver, but so I probably had more fish on this particular lure than any one in the tackle box. Seems to have lasted. Very light, shallow diver, but you can work it down to about 3 or 4 foot. And this sort of ground is ideal for it, really. Was a case of chopping and changing, trying to find which lure worked today. Really tough going.
Machenko quite close to the rocks. That's the advantage of these surface lures. Obviously you're not snagging on the rocks, but you can see the lure as well. Don't be afraid. I'll keep telling myself not to be afraid of going right over the rocks as well. Only problem then, of course, is if something takes it, you run the risk of the line or the braid just sort of melting on a rock if a big fish takes it. But they'll take it right away in. We're casting out this J13 now into the same spot. Just need like a steady retrieve, really. Just feeling the bumps so you know the difference between a bump of it hitting a rock or bit of weed, and then obviously you'll know about it if a bass hits it. But they'll take it right away in here. I can see that. Well, isn't that typical? Flashing away at the surface lures. It was the old-fashioned J13. Trying to catch these fish on surface lures. It was actually that when it was dug right down deep. Took the bass.
Still doing my best to get the 10 top lures video out. It's a lot of editing on that one. Possibly for this weekend if I can.